Hello, welcome to the practice. Today's practice is to stimulate your appetite. And in addition to this practice, a great way to stimulate your appetite is to prepare your own food with lots of herbs and spices and things that you love. It's the process of touching the food, seeing the food, cooking the food, smelling the food in particular, signals to your brain to produce the necessary enzymes to digest that particular food, but it really gets your digestive process started, which turns on your appetite. So for this practice, you're going to need a blanket or a towel or really like any hunk of fabric that you have lying around. And let's begin.
To begin, we're going to sit up tall, so you might want to sit up on your blanket if that's more comfortable, or if you notice any rounding in your back. You want your knees to be able to drop below your hips if possible. And then you're going to take your arms out to your sides and bring your fingertips to the tops of your shoulders with your elbows at shoulder height. Try to maintain elbows at shoulder height. And then as you exhale, you're going to go to the left, really pressing your navel back with every exhale. You're thinking about initiating this movement from your belly. You're twisting your belly. This is a variation of Nauli, an ancient practice from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, to stimulate your appetite. So you're rotating, you're revolving your abdomen like a whirlpool going to the left side. Doing whatever is natural with your head, turning it towards the elbow. And you're going to create a lot of energy moving through your body here. Really pressing the abdomen back. And then we'll come back to center and we'll go the other way. Same thing, you're revolving from your belly, from your navel, your abdomen. And you're pressing the air back as you spin like a whirlpool over to the right. You can think about pumping your belly back with every exhale. Good. And you'll just come back to center. Take a nice big breath and reach your arms up overhead. And you can go ahead and lean over to the left, stretching out the right side of your body here. We'll take that right arm behind you for some circles. Inhaling, lifting up, exhaling, going back and around. Just feeling the energy flowing through your upper body. We'll come back to center after 3. And then take the arms up again, lean over to the right side this time. Left side of the body getting a big stretch. And we'll take that left arm behind you. Inhaling and exhaling. Just 3 big arm circles on this side. And then we'll come back to center. And we'll come onto your hands and your knees. Finding your knees under your hips and your wrists under your shoulders. And as you inhale, you're going to drop your belly. Really think about releasing your abdomen down, taking a cow pose, but think about your belly button reaching towards the ground. And then as you exhale, think about your belly button reaching up towards your spine, taking a cat pose. Inhale, you're dropping your belly, lifting your chest. Exhale, you're pressing your belly button up towards the ceiling. And just with your breath, making sure to release the abdomen fully and engage the abdomen fully. And then go ahead and tuck your toes and come back into a downward dog. Straighten out your legs. Let the energy flow through the back of your legs. You can pedal out the feet if that feels good. And then we'll shift. The energy is going to be weighted down on the left foot. Right leg lifts up. Exhale, right knee comes towards the nose. We're going to do that 3 times. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. And then set that foot down. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Left leg lifts up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to nose. And then both feet flat on the ground. And we'll come on to hands and knees again. And then you're going to walk your fingertips out, bringing your heart towards the ground, getting this big opening through your chest and your upper body. Couple breaths here. Finding this opening, particularly from that solar plexus, that place where your ribs kind of start to move apart from each other. And then back to hands and knees, lift that left arm up. Exhale, slide the left arm under. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, slide it under. We're just going to do that one more time. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, slide it under. And this time you can set the left arm onto the ground. Take a couple breaths. In this twist, you can lift the right arm up. You could take it to your low back. You could do whatever feels comfortable. You want to try to keep your temple on the ground. And then we'll lower the hand, open back up, come back to center, other side. Right arm lifts up. Exhale, slides underneath. Inhale, lifts up. Exhale through. Last one, inhale up. Exhale through, and this time again you can set the arm down. And you can take the left arm up. It can go to your low back, anything that feels comfortable with that top arm. Again, trying to keep your temple on the ground just for a breath. And then we'll come back up and out of the twist. We're going to go ahead and take your blanket, and you're going to roll your blanket into a nice little log, pretty thick little log. So taking one end and just beginning to roll it up. We're going to use this as a prop. You're going to set it in between your thigh and your belly. So you might want to lean back so you can really get it onto the front of the hip. And then you're going to fold over it into a child's pose. So this area of the body is where the home of Pachakapitta. It's home of the fire for your digestion. It is the home of your appetite. So we're just letting the blanket create some pressure here. This is not supposed to be comfortable. This is supposed to be inviting energy, some pressure, like acupressure. You can think of acupressure into this area of the body to stimulate it, to get some extra blood flow, some extra attention to this area of the body. And just a few more breaths. Again, just really feeling into the sensation of the blanket pressing against your abdomen. And you can begin to walk your hands back. Just gonna set the blanket aside. And we're gonna lift up onto your shins. You can take your hands to your sacrum and just take a little bit of a back bend, so a counter stretch to that. Leaning back. You can have your toes tucked under, or they can be flat. If you have the range and the pose in your practice, you can take a camel pose here, but only if you know that your back is totally fine with it. And then we'll come into like a narrow down dog and walk your feet forward towards your hands. If there's any rounding in your back, I want you, instead of bending your knees, I want you to lift up halfway, because right now we're focusing on this opening through the backs of the legs, wanting to press your quadriceps back so the legs are straight. Just a couple breaths. And then when you're ready, you can come down to a seat with your legs out in front of you. And then we're going to go ahead and take your right leg in, and you can take it to the inside of the knee, or if it's comfortable, you can cross it across the left leg. And if you'd like, you can tuck the left leg under your right hip. And then we're going to sit up tall. You're going to take your left hand around. Your right hand is going to go behind you. Your right hand's going to be like an anchor for the base for your spine. Your left arm's going to assist the twist. So you can have your left arm wherever is comfortable. You're going to bring your gaze back into this twist. So look with your eyes in the direction that you're twisting. This is going to stimulate your vagus nerve and start to invite this rest response in your body. One of the first things to go when you feel stress is your digestion. So your appetite, your digestive system starts to shut down. So we're signaling to our body that it is safe and we can relax. Go ahead and lift that back arm. Lead your way back to the front cross and extend the legs out straight. You can take a little wiggle if that feels good. And then that left foot is going to come either inside the knee, or you can take it across the right leg if that's easy and available. You're going to sit up tall. If you want to cross the left leg over by the right hip, you can, or the right leg by the left hip, sorry. And you're going to sit up tall, take the left arm behind you, and the right arm's going to go into the twist. Again, looking with your eyes. So looking, bringing your eyes into the twist stimulates the vagus nerve, which signals your parasympathetic response, allowing for the feeling of safety in your body, allowing for rest. And go ahead and lift the back arm, lead with the left hand coming forward, and then uncross both legs. Release them down, shake them out. And then we're just going to fold over those legs. So you're getting a big opening through the backs of the legs. Couple breaths. Letting everything feel long. The spine is long. The backs of the legs are long. Just letting yourself feel a sense of slowness and rest here. And you can sit up nice and tall. We're going to come to lie on your back. So however you want to get there, just move slow. Go through the transition slowly. We're going to take Chetanasana, an awareness pose. Arms, palms facing up towards the ceiling, legs splaying out. Resting. Softening. Integrating. And inviting a sense of calm and openness. Just a couple breaths here. And you can start to just invite a little bit of movement into your hands, your feet. And we'll take a nice big stretch. We're going to roll on over to your side when you're ready. Moving nice and slow, again, just inviting that sense of calm. We're not rushing transitions, but we're moving slowly with presence. We're going to come to a seat. So again, if you'd like to sit on your blanket, do that so that your hips are above your knees and there's this nice opening through the lower part of the torso. If you need to sit in a chair or against a wall or something, you can. We just want to make sure that your belly has plenty of space to move. Because as you inhale, you're going to breathe into the low part of your belly. Try to get your belly button to move away from your spine. Just sending the breath deep into the lungs, engaging the diaphragm. As your belly moves out, your diaphragm moves down, which pulls the lungs open wider, open longer, so more breath can move in. We're going to take this Viloma breath. So as you inhale, breathe about 70% of your lung capacity into your low belly. And then you're going to breathe another 30% into your rib cage. You're going to take one last sip up into your chest. And then you'll breathe it all out. And then inhale 70% into your low belly. 30 into the chest. One final sip into the upper part of your body, and then breathe it all out. We'll do that one more time. Inhale 70% into your low belly, 30% into the rib cage, and one final sip into the chest. Keep pressing your belly button away from your spine to engage the diaphragm to pull and invite more space into the lungs. We're toning the diaphragm and increasing lung capacity. Breathe it all out through your mouth. Just rest here for a moment. Again, we're not rushing transitions. We're moving slowly. And I invite you to move slowly through the rest of your day to increase your digestion and your appetite. Namaste.